Hey everybody, welcome back to Mel's Board Game Room. So today I'm super excited because we're going to be doing a video about what to expect at FallCon 38, which is coming up. Now, I'm not doing that just by myself. I actually have Amy on site with me here. So Amy is the president of FallCon.
Right.
And so she has all the ins and outs. And then we kind of talked a little bit about making sure we discussed everything we wanted to talk about. So FallCon 38. So this is the 38th year that we've hosted FallCon. I still use we very loosely here. I started in 2018, so I'm late to the game.
Me too. I started in say 2016, maybe 2014 when I first brought my family to FallCon.
Yeah. So FallCon 38. Now it's happening August 22nd to the 24th at the Talis Convention Center in Calgary.
That's right.
And Friday it's going to be from noon to 11:30 at night.
Yep.
And then Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11:30 at night. And Sunday is going to be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And by 5 p.m. you are brain dead. You can't play anymore anyways. Yep. So it's time to go home. It's time to go home. Now, this year, registration will be closing on Friday at 8 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's closing at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Sunday, technically, it'll be kind of available, but it tends to be a little bit less busy for you guys for that, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Perfect. Now, you can register. That's if you want to register on site, like at the door, but you can register ahead of time, purchase your badges at falcon.ca.
Actually, you'll purchase your badges on the Cardboard Events app or on the website, and that's that you can access through falcon.com. But you can buy your badge anytime. So 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, if you want to buy your badge, you can buy your badge. You just have to come to the convention, come into the hall and walk up to registration, and they need to print your badge.
Yes.
And registration closes on Friday and Saturday because then we give our volunteers a little bit of a break
so they can go play.
Right. And there are not a lot of people who need to come in. Now, if that is the only time you can come in, we have ways to still get you your badge and get you into the convention for a few more hours of awesome gaming.
Right. So let's talk about that. FallCon is a board game convention. It's mainly prioritizing playing board games.
It is.
Which is FallCon's my favorite convention for that alone, because I want to be playing board games. That's what I want to go spend 3 days doing. Now, main thing is there is a library that's going to be available.
There is. And this year, the library, we have some FallCon games, but we have some very generous people who are going to also loan us a few more games.
I'll be lending a few.
Thank you so much. So some, just because of the sheer number of games that are published every year.
How do you keep up? I try hard, but how do you keep up?
But FallCon does not have that budget. We are still volunteer run. We are not for profit. So thank you so much to you and the other generous donators who are going to allow us the use of their games for the weekend, just to flesh out the whole collection. And hopefully there'll be some newer games, some classic games, some things that you want to see and want to take to the table with new friends that you might make at the convention.
Yes. So do we have a number about how many games we have in the library or expect to have available in the library?
So we know we have over 1,000.
Yeah.
With all of the donations, it might get up to 1,300.
Okay, so
1,000
to 1,300. But it's really cool because at the site there is actually like an area that has all the games that you can go in.
Yeah.
Now you can kind of register the game out of the library using your badge.
Yeah, you check it out like you check out a library book. You check out one at a time. And the reason we ask for one at a time is simply because we want to show the games. We want everyone to have a chance to get the game they want to the table and to return it as fast as possible so somebody else can get it to the table.
Exactly, right? So, no, that's fair. That's 100% fair. Let's also, since we're talking about the library, let's talk about the win to play, or what is it called?
It's called Play to Win.
Play to Win. I was so close. I did the French thing with it, right?
You did.
So,
yes. So there will be quite a few titles. There will be quite a few titles that are Play to Wins. We will have a shelf that's specifically for the play to wins, and we're still making sure we've got all of the various donations, because we've had a few different publishers and designers who have donated to the play to win, and so we just have to finalize our list. And there will be quite a few really interesting ones. One of the ones that I'm very excited about is called Votes for Women.
Oh, I've heard that's
I really
exciting.
do enjoy that as a game. And I think it's just really a very strong type of game to be able to kind of experience something that's a little bit more kind of that fun historical, has that slight war game area control aspect to it. And I think it's really good to have some of these different themes on our shelves.
Yes, 100%. So just to explain a little bit how that's going to work, those are games that are in the library available to play.
So technically, no, they're single games.
Area.
They're in the area of the library. That's true. So, but what you do is you take the physical game, and that is the physical game that you could possibly win at the end of the convention. You play the game. Yeah. And when you check it out, everyone who's going to play the game with you, they get checked out too. They basically get added to the gameplay. And then when you're finished with the game, bring it back, and you're then entered to be able to
win that
possibly
copy
win
of the game. Yeah.
That copy. Yes.
Yes. That's so exciting. I love that. And if you win the game, when do you get the game?
So we're going to have some draws throughout the weekend. The majority of them will be probably drawn on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
But yeah, we will. We're going to try to communicate when those draws will be happening by putting a sticker on the box that tells you when it's going to be drawn, and just some of the details about how long we expect that game to be played and how long it probably should be on the table, just because then you can sort of plan your day a little bit. And what we hope to do is have people really cycle through those games, enjoy those games, and give as many people as possible a chance to win them. Yes.
So that's amazing. I do like that. Now, you can also, because once you register for your badge, you're going to have access to Cardboard Event, where you can see the FallCon event. On there, you can see all the hosted games.
Yes.
You can, and there's lots, and there's still more coming. So keep logging in and checking it out. And we'll talk a little bit more about the hosted games in a little bit, but there's also going to be open gamings, which I think is so unique to Cardboard Event and so amazing.
Yeah.
Because you're at a convention. Now, my first convention, I went alone.
I remember your first convention.
Nobody there. So I was very forceful with my friendship. And luckily, I'm not a shy person, but not everybody is like me. Thank God for that, I'm sure. But if you're attending an event, there's a game you'd like to play, or you'd be like, hey, well, I don't know anybody there, but I'd like to play games. People can go at the open gaming event on the cardboard events. So under your FallCon 38 cardboard events, you can either create an open gaming, say, okay, I'm going to be playing, I'm looking at my collection here. We're going to be playing Dwellings of Aldabel. Anybody who wants to join, there's room for this much. And then you can look for those and join in on a table. Or if you're like, I really want to play Scythe, and you can create the event and invite other people to join you as well.
So keep an eye out on the Cardboard Events app, which you can access through like the Android store and the iOS store, but you can also do it through their website. But yes.
I didn't know there was an app. I want to point that out. I didn't know there was an app. It's Cardboard Connect on Android. So I downloaded it just now. It's amazing. But yeah, so have that on your phone so you can look at it at the event.
So another exciting feature about Cardboard Events is that you can shortlist for a library game. So what you can do is say, hey, I'm interested in this library game, and it'll send you a notification
when it's available.
Right.
That's amazing. Yeah. So it's like, oh, it's not out yet, or it's not back yet. Okay, let me know.
Yeah.
That is cool. That is cool. Okay, so that's how the Cardboard Event hosted games, open gaming is going to work. Now, let's talk about, in my opinion, the pièce of résistance for the FallCon event. And that's the auction. As I'm addicted. I get out of control. Did you see the baton they gave me last year?
It was double high. Yeah, they gave her an extra huge baton
to slow me down, I think. But the auction is amazing. Now, the slots are full. So that means there are complete 300 board games available for auction. There's amazing deals to be had at these auction events. A lot of these games behind me, came from there.
Wow.
And I love it. I love it. But it's so exciting. And then, like, the way they do it is really well organized, because they'll start say, okay, we're starting the bid, and you can like put your baton up,
put it up really, really high
if you're interested, and you keep it up, and they'll kind of go say $5, $10, $15. As long as you're in, you keep your baton up in the air. And when like $35, like what? $35? That's ridiculous. But so, and you put your, until there's only one baton left, and then hopefully it's me, and then I get the game. Keep in mind, cash only.
Yes.
Which I personally really appreciate that, because I'll be like, okay, I'll go to the ATM machine, I get my money out. This is how much I'm spending. I'm not spending any more. Unless you have your enabler friends next to you. It's like, I'll lend you $50. It's like, stop it. I can't buy too much as it is. So, but cash only, so come prepared. The auction is happening Saturday at 5.
Yeah.
This year it's in a separate room, so it's not interfering with anybody else who wants to continue playing and that sort of stuff. So that's very considerate, because it can get loud.
Yes.
At the auction event, as well as normally when we announce the winner of the Canadian Board Game Designer Award.
Yeah.
So there was 19 entries this year.
Incredible.
It was
amount
insane, because I'm part of the judge this year. It was insane going through all these games, trying to, and I mean, like, I was like, I can't narrow it. It's like, can you narrow it down to 4 or 5? I was like, I can't. I was like, you gotta allow me more. I was like, it was hard, but because there's amazing games. So there's some amazing games coming. And that gets announced at the auction. So that's super exciting.
And so that should be announced close to 6 o'clock. So the auction is held in 3 different sort of slots, like sort of phases. So from 5 to 6, we run one batch, we call it. And then from 6 to 7, and the second batch B, and from 7 to 8, batch C. So there are 100 games in each of the batches, and you can see on the auction list that is available at FallCon.com what games are for sale, and you can determine when you want to come into the auction. There are only about 120 seats available in the room itself. So we're kind of counting on people to come in for the batch that they want, and then leave so other people can come in for the next batches.
Yeah.
But the CGD award is going to be happening at the beginning of batch B, so close to 6 o'clock.
Right. Yes, that's really cool. That's really cool. I do appreciate that as well. Yeah, so do check the list on FallCon, because there's extra information. So not just the game, but if there's any expansions, quality of the game, kind of information about it, so you can see, say, it includes this and this and this. You know, so there's lots of information worthwhile. I always print the list, make my list, put my price of what I want to bid on, and forget that list at home. It's tradition. So if you want to be that organized, just don't forget it at home. But you can do that as well. So that's the auction. Now we have vendors coming to lots of vendors.
So we have a larger space than we did last year. Unfortunately, we will not see the windows. But the trade-off is that we have more space for new friends, new exhibitors to come, and new publishers to come and share with us. So we have Pierre Belvedere coming in, which is a distributor from Montreal, and they specialized in toys for many years, but they're moving into the board game and puzzle industries, and they're bringing some of their titles, and they are also going to have a space right next to the family zone, where hopefully you and your family, your children, can have a really great time. We're really hoping to move that family zone into just a bit more of a space where families and young kids really have that gameplay, some special games that are actually more catered to their level. There are more family games in the open gaming library,
of course,
but just trying to keep the space so that they have a little section to themselves.
Yes.
And then we also have Roxley.
Yes.
We always love coming. Elo is coming.
I bet, like Roxley, I really hope and I trust they will have Slam Throne there.
So I don't know if Roxley is going to have Slam Throne, but I can give you a little hint that you probably will still see Slam Throne at the convention.
Oh, that's exciting because I have played the prototype, so I have played Slam Throne a few times before. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited they're printing it. I'm so excited this is coming, so you can play it at FallCon. Okay, that's exciting. So yeah, Roxley. Now Elo Game is coming as well. We said now I'm super excited with Elo Game because they've been at FallCon before.
Yes.
They've been at other events.
Yes.
What's great is they have all of their games set up so that you can sit and play. They'll teach it. You can buy them. And we've kind of got a list of quickly of what they're going to be. So NAR is going to be there, which is an amazing game. I don't own my own copy yet, so I'll be purchasing Elo. I'm coming for you. Far Away, I've heard great things. Sushi Dice, Octocup, Taco Loco. I think I'm going to want that one just for the titles. Seesaw and Paper, it was an amazing game. And then Roth. Now, it was funny. We're just talking about that. She's like, it sounds so dark. I was like, it's not dark. And I showed her pictures. It's neon pink because it was at Malcolm, which I hosted just at the end of June. And it looks like an amazing, bright game. So, but that's all. I didn't get to play it. But, Elo Game will be showcasing that so you can sit there, learn it, play it, purchase it. Yeah. Love that. Full round service. Let me teach you how to play this game. You like it? Take a copy. Love that.
Really excited that Elo is coming back. There are a few other game designers, local game designers who are also going to be exhibiting, some in the larger spaces, but we also have what we call creator tables, which are just a table, but it allows the local creators to be able to come at a bit of a lower cost, but to be able to share some of their awesome game designs, some of their
like those 3D print. There's been jewelry. There's been like dice pouches, or just a nice size draw bag. Yeah, impossible, but like I bought some last year at FallCon. I'm getting more this year.
So some of the exhibitors that you may have seen in previous FallCons are returning, but we have a whole slew of new people coming in, and some of the products and merchandise that they're going to offer are pretty exciting. Yes. But a lot of what brings our exhibitors back and any of our creator table folks, all of them, what brings them back and what they tell us is the community, the feel of the convention, the friendliness, the way that we interact together. And that's really what we want to continue, that we are building a space and a community where we have that kind of sense of safety, but we also have that sense of we're there to have fun together.
Yes. Oh, it's such a pleasant event to attend for sure. So we also have sponsors for FallCon. D6 is sponsoring lots of hosted games.
Yes. So as a sponsor, they have the opportunity to host games if they want, and D6 is going to be doing that. We still have to finalize what those games are. So as we said before, keep an eye out. There are a lot more games being added to the schedule. Yes. So you should see some that D6 will be hosting as well. We have Sentry Box.
Sentry Box is a sponsor. Mindful Mage Counseling as well, which is
yes, this is a counseling agency in Calgary, which kind of does a narrative type of counseling, and they incorporate gaming.
I love that.
And we're really thrilled just to have that is part of what games do.
Yes. Oh, 100%. For me, that's like my escape, my Zen time. Like it cleanses my mind.
Mine too. And it helps bring people together, but it also teaches us sometimes new skills that we would not ordinarily really be able to do if you're just out in public and I don't want to talk to any other human.
Yes, so that's exciting that they're a sponsor this year. We also have Panelist.
We do.
And those are exciting. So we have David from Pametaway, and he's going to be doing about ingenious storytelling in games.
Yes. So so I am so excited about the panels, which seems a little strange since I'm also very excited about the idea of sitting down and playing board games for 3 days in a row. But the panels are really exciting me because I also like thinking about things, thinking about games. And so David is doing Indigenous storytelling in gaming and bringing us a little bit of insight in terms of colonial themes and what games have done representation really well, which ones might be problematic, and also just giving us a sense of what Indigenous storytelling is kind of about.
Yes. Yeah, so that'll be really exciting. Then we have Krista Engel from Game a Lot. Now they're charity event. They have a charity event coming up end of November or in November in Edmonton, right?
Yes.
And she's going to be doing building inclusive and thoughtful game space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is also an exciting one to me. She's bringing together a panel of 4 to 5 people where they're going to discuss various ways to continue to make spaces safe, ways to deal with complex issues, and just how to create inclusive, welcoming, and culturally sensitive gaming environments.
Nice.
And I mean, it's a simple thing. We want to sit around the table and we want to play games for 3 days straight, but we also can do that and actually grow a little bit as we are and just continue to be more and more excellent to each other.
Yes, I love that. And then finally, we have also Roberta Taylor, and she's going to be doing gaming with kids, kind of targeting more gaming with kids between the age of 2 to 12.
Yes. So when I began coming to FallCon, my kids were probably 8 to 10 years old, and FallCon, it was amazing for them, like a place where they could wander a little bit, sit down with people, friendly game teachers. But as it gets bigger and bigger, we also notice that the age of the kids have gotten younger and younger. And so I'm really excited that Roberta is also really passionate about gaming with kids and the younger kids and how we can meet their needs and how we can be flexible and creative with the games that we put on our tables to allow them to have a chance to play with everyone.
Yes, no, I like that. And I think as a family, so my kids, when I started FallCon, they were 13 and 12. But it's great to include board games as a family. It's such better quality time to spend with your children over watching TV where everybody's staring at the same screen. Mm-hmm. So I think if you can introduce that fairly early on in your kid's life, and it becomes kind of routine in your family, and how to be able to make sure that you can include kids into your gaming. Amazing. So I'm super excited for that. Now we will have some live streamers at FallCon.
Yes, we will.
So Dave from the rathole.ca is going to be live streaming from the event, as well as myself, like we both did last year as well. So I've kind of started working the schedule of what we're going to be streaming. And Dave is doing as well, and it will probably do some stuff. I know last year I had a lot of like the local designers kind of show their games on there. I'm going to have Aaron with the Canadian Board Game Designer Award kind of come on and talk a bit more about that as well. Now I know Dave is coming up, probably David is coming up, probably hit him up to do something together here as well. So there'll be lots. So if you can attend 100%. That's the best way to take advantage of FallCon. If you cannot attend and you need to live through watching the live stream is another great way of getting a sense of what. Now, we are also going to be doing like a touch up every morning about what to expect that day. I tend to do videos of the library, show you what's going on, what's going to be available in there. So there'll be a little bit of all of that, kind of a walk around and see what to expect at FallCon. So be sure to tune in both at Mel's Boardgame Room and at the rathole.ca, and then you get to see a lot of stuff there. And then there's the Prototype Alley, so which is so neat. Now that's actually where we're going to be set up as well, kind of like in that area.
Yeah, just sort of kitty corner to the Prototype Alley.
And the Prototype Alley, so it's our local designers that have some games that are still technically in the prototype form that you can go and try out, and kind of, it's kind of cool. Like you can go try out a new game, give some feedbacks, kind of like
the game that's sort of maybe paper and cardboard pasted together, but is, you know, that's how lots of games start. Some of the games that we love on our table with the beautiful components and the awesome bits started out really just like that. And it's really amazing to also experience that with the extremely talented local game designers.
We have some amazing designers. I have played a lot of games at the Prototype Alley. I've played a lot of Prototype here, and, you know, kind of got to try. I personally do not have the desire to create a board game. I just want to play them. But trying out the prototype, because I played a few of Roberta's prototype game. Right. So River Valley, that's just coming out, I have played that as a prototype. It was so good. It's so good. I can't wait for my copy. But it's so cool to see the original version of these games. And honestly, if you can take a moment to go and try these out, this is helpful for them to get some feedback, try out these games, and you're supporting your hobby and the future board games that eventually going to be on your table. So, you know, if you can support our local designers by trying out their games, that's amazing. And I love that FallCon has like a whole area set up for them. And it's so cool to see these ideas like in the making, because there's amazing games that comes about.
So much creativity in so many different ways to play.
Right? Like, honestly, how do you come up with that? Sometimes, like, wow. Okay, so we have that. Now, let's talk a bit more about the hosted events.
Okay.
So, hosted events, you can go on the app or on Cardboard Event. You can see which one is hosted. You can sit at the events you want to attend. So, it'll tell you which table, what time it's going to be at. Yeah. If it's full, you can put yourself on the wait list. And we do also recommend that even if it's full, but you are very interested in playing, still go to that table, because sometimes somebody's registered to play, but they got stuck playing another game that's not done, and they'll be like, I just won't go. So there might be a space available. So do still go and see, like, any chance you have room. Now, on the other side of that, if you get caught up and say, I'm not going to be able to go, please go on the website or the app and say, remove yourself so we know the space is available. If you can, that's ideal. Continue looking at the hosted events every day, because we're still adding stuff.
And a lot of people, when we get to the convention, there's a lot of change in the hosted events. So you might find there was a game that seemed to have been full since it was first posted, say in June, but at the convention, suddenly spots will open up because people change their mind and they find something else that they want to do, or they decided they really need
find extra copies that can.
No, by the time we get to the convention, all of the extra copies of the game we've already sorted out. But sometimes it's really just as simple as somebody really realized they wanted to eat, and they
pack a sandwich,
decided to go and didn't go to their game.
You know what? That's a good segue for let's talk about food, because fortunately you need to eat. You can't just play nonstop. I try. Now, we do allow people to bring food.
So for someone like myself who has an enormous number of dietary restrictions, you can totally bring in your own food. You can, there's no really restriction on that. Any of the public can bring in their own food. We do have a concession that will be available. Yes. It is concession food prices that is
still
set.
Good food.
It is set pricey, by the caterers.
But it's right at the door. You have to go nowhere. You don't lose any time playing.
And I've heard good things about the food.
It's been
about
tasty.
The yummy sandwiches that I can't eat, but other people can. But there's coffee and there's snacks and there's fruit. So there's a large selection. However, if you're willing to take a walk, there are other locations very close by. Some fast food, some restaurants, sit down, some quick in and out.
We are downtown Calgary, so there's
True.
a lot of
Yes.
restaurants available
Yes.
in that area.
Definitely.
I guess you could have it delivered, probably.
You technically could, but it's really hard because you can't.
They
can't come up to the convention.
They can't come up to the convention. It's true. So, but so downtown food restaurants. So you get. I like the first couple of years, I just packed sandwiches. I kept in because I didn't want to leave the games, but I've mellowed in my old age.
You have balance now.
Because all my other players wanted to eat, so I was like, fine, I guess we can eat.
You can leave, it's okay.
Now we also have paint and take, where you can paint minis and you get to keep that, and somebody's there kind of showing you different
or just well, really it's kind of mostly you paint for yourself, and they have the paints. They can sometimes answer questions, and occasionally the person who's actually helping does know some more advanced techniques and that kind of thing. But this year we don't yet, because there are always some things on the go. We don't yet have any specific instructional events.
Okay.
But I hope that at one time we will, because it's really fun. When I went to Gen Con a few years ago, one of the panels that I chose to do was a painting panel, and it was so much fun just to hone in and just try to learn a little bit more. Mine was about painting faces, and it was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I just did on my channel was how to paint as quick as possible, so it's not a dull gray, but you're not actually picking up a new hobby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was just quick spray paint in silver, and then a wash on it, and then it looks amazing. But I didn't know how to do that.
Right.
So now, and it takes no time. So don't. I mean, honestly, painting minis is amazing. I think it's a hobby I would enjoy quite a bit, except that I want to have my games as my hobby, but I just don't like to have the ugly, dull, gray minis.
Exactly.
So that was like perfect fit for me there. So that's great. Then we talked a little bit about the family zone already. So we have an official family zone, because that's amazing. Like FallCon does kind of cater to all of our gaming levels. You have the serious gamer that want to sit down and play a game for 8 hours, you can. We have the very social games that want to do big social type gaming, that'll be available. You're a family with young children who wants to get into gaming and have like a family friendly, family zone is your space for that. So it really caters to all sorts of board gamers.
And we're always evolving. We're always trying to make something a little better. But again, we're all volunteers. We're all people who want to get together and play games for the weekend. So with as best as can be organized with people who have their full-time jobs and do this on the side, we try really hard to kind of get better every year. So I'm really excited that also Pierre Belvedere has come alongside, so that we can hopefully make that whole family area something that feels a lot more beneficial for the families.
Yes. Now, also, where are you going to stay? Because I don't live in Calgary. So if you live in Calgary, definitely you can drive up. There's parkade right at the event. There's parking all throughout downtown, and then there's public transit. So that's great. Or if you have family, normally I would stay at my sister's, but I'm like, I need to be closer. So I'm staying right on site. So we have the Hyatt, which also has convention rates available. And then we have the Marriott that's basically right at the Taos Convention Center, where you can stay and then just kind of make the quick trek up and then the quick trek down, and then you can just...
both are connected by the plus 15. And then there are the other hotels.
There's lots of hotels in downtown Calgary, definitely.
Yeah, a short transit right away. And the ones closest to the convention center, of course, are a bit more premium priced, but the ones a little farther away are a little more affordable.
Transit available as well. So that's great. Now you can, if you haven't already got your badge, you can register and purchase your badge at FallCon.com. or at the cardboard event?
So go to FallCon.com and click on the Buy Your Badge, and it'll take you to cardboard events. And from there, you can complete your purchase.
Perfect.
And you can do that anytime. Now, the one thing, right now we're in advanced badge pricing. So that's a certain price point. At $11.59 on August 21st, you can purchase at that price. Then the price changes at midnight, 1 minute later, where that will become the same day badge sales. So anything from August 22nd to 24th is a different price point, but you can purchase at midnight and go to the registration. They'll print your badge, and that's how you do it. You don't have to step foot on the convention floor to buy your badge for that day or for the weekend. You purchase it online and you come and get your badge printed. If you've purchased before the 22nd, those badges will be printed for you to pick up beforehand.
Perfect. And then one other thing that's new this year that I personally really love, and we have Play It Forward.
Yes.
So once you purchase your badge, you can go on the cardboard event or the FallCon the cardboard event. Right. So you can go, and then you can go on the little store icon.
Yes.
And you can add a donation to Play It Forward to help somebody who otherwise couldn't necessarily afford attending the event, to help them towards attending the event. Now, I personally consider myself a board game ambassador. I think there's so much benefit and values into playing board games, and love that everybody can. Now, can it be an expensive hobby? 100%. Can it be a really cheap, inexpensive hobby? 100%. A lot of libraries have board games available, and this type of event is a great way to discover what's available out there. And if it's something that you just can't make happen, or you want to be able to help other people attend when they can't make it happen, then that's an amazing, I love it. I personally love it. I was like, okay, I need to do that because that ends on August 15th.
Yes. So we are like the purchasing, you can purchase 3 different amounts.
So there was 5, 10, and 25.
And that makes the donation towards the fund. And so we're calling the fund Play It Forward. And those monies are going to be carefully guarded. They are only going to be used to provide a discount to people who apply for funding. And you apply for funding by going to FallCon.com and clicking and filling out that form. And there's a bit of self-disclosure, and there's you can choose from 3 different levels of discount that you would like to access. We have a team that reviews those applications and then determine the amount of discount that we can actually do. And it all depends on the funds that are available at the time that we make the decision. So on the 15th, that entire program will close. And we'll determine all the rest of the different people who we can give discounts to.
Yes.
And then if there's any money left over, it's going to be held, and we'll report on the whole entire thing at our AGM next year. And we will keep that money, and we will keep that fund going for next year.
Yes. Yeah. Love that. I thought that was amazing. Personally, love that. And then actually, because I was like, let me do it right now. So we did it before the event just so I could walk through it and see how it works. Very simple. And I think it's just such a worthy cause. Yeah.
If you have that ability to support others, amazing. If you need a little bit of help getting to FallCon, and if we can give it to you, we want to know, and we want to be able to get as many people to the table as possible. We want to make it as easy as possible. And as much as it's expensive for us to actually try and hold anything in the city at a big enough venue, if we pull together, we can do a lot of things. We can do amazing things.
Yes, exactly. So we had taken a few notes, making sure we covered everything we wanted about FallCon before we started.
You should see her notebook.
It's beautiful. But anything else that you think we want to touch base on, Amy, or did we pretty much cover everything?
Wanted to touch base on an event that isn't board gaming. Speed puzzling.
We forgot. I wrote it down.
You did.
But I forgot. Yes, that's amazing. Because did I skip a whole section here?
Sunday morning, so Randy from Hexagon has a bunch of different events that he is hosting. One of the really neat events that he hosts regularly at Hexagon is speed puzzling. So he asked us, did we think that could work at FallCon?
It would work amazing at FallCon.
Well, of course. How many of us don't puzzle as well?
I puzzle.
So on Sunday morning, there's going to be a speed puzzling contest event. Some prizing is going to be there.
Oh, neat.
And yeah, so
now let's talk real quick. If you have no idea what we're talking about, everybody gets a puzzle.
That's right.
The same puzzle.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, go. And then first one to complete the puzzle wins. Is it single or teams?
I'm not sure.
Don't know. Talk to Hexagon.
No. Look at the event in the app. I'm sure it's all there.
Perfect.
That's
exciting.
We have some tournaments.
Oh, okay.
We finally have some tournaments again.
Oh, neat.
So Randy's hosting 2 different tournaments, and interestingly enough, so there's this whole set of duel games, right? There's Azul Duel that just came out. There's Lord of the Rings Duel that also just came out. Those are going to be tournaments this year. And it's so interesting to me that those are like 2-player games.
Yes. Honestly, like the big game version, like the 2-player version of those big games, I love them all.
Yes.
Like they're always so satisfying to play. Changes enough that
it's really good, usually balanced for a 2-player game. So tournaments for that, definitely some prizing for you.
Nice.
And we also have one of our volunteers who has created and crafted a bit of a tournament for Heat.
Oh,
so if you have 5 hours you'd like to devote
such a good game
to Heat
that is
on Saturday.
Such a good game.
Yeah, 5 hours on Saturday.
First time I played Heat, one guy at the table owned it and was teaching it to us. The other 3, we had never heard of it. We had never played it. Before the game was over, all of us owned it. So
you just sat there on
just
your phones?
A moment. No, it was available at the events. Like just a moment. We all ran, bought our copy, came back, finished. So amazing game. Last time we played was at Malcon. It was like so good, and it's an easy one to get into if you're new to. Like it's not a super complex game. So, but I could see how that would work so well as a tournament because it's car racing.
Yeah. So for me, I am terrible. If you want to be highly entertained, play with me. I will make you feel good and you will win because I will spin out every time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, one thing also I forgot to write down is the bingo cards.
The achievement cards. Yeah, we don't technically call it bingo. The achievement cards. So yes. When you come in your badge, there's a card. And this year the card is going to stick out. It's going to be bigger than the badge. Just because it's so hard for people to read all of those little words and the little squares for what you need to do. So the achievement card is a collection of tasks.
Like mini challenges.
They are. Talk to an exhibitor. That one's a hard one for me. I'm shy. So going up to the exhibitor and saying, hello, that might be a little intimidating, but I would do it because then I can get a sticker. So the exhibitors, the volunteers, the info desk will all be able to give you a sticker. If you say, yes, I played with a game with more than 3 people, then
there's a sticker.
Someone can give you a sticker. So all you need to do is ask. All you need to do is say, hey, can I get a sticker from anyone? And if you come to me, I will give you a meatball sticker.
Nice. Yes, it's kind of neat to see all the different stickers. And then, so like the one year we had Big Brother, Big Sister attend.
Right.
And I gave them those cards and they're like, they went out. It's like, I gotta get these stickers. It's just so satisfying. It's like, yes, I will go talk to the vendors. Yes, I will play with new people. Or yes, I was like, what sticker do I need? Oh, I need to play a 2-player game. Let's go find a 2-player game. Now, what happens with these cards after the event?
So these cards after the event, each sticker is worth a point. And if you return your badge holder and lanyard, you get an extra 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
So we total the amount of points, and those cards are entered into a draw for a free weekend pass for next year's convention.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's so exciting when they see and announce who the winner was.
Yes.
And then the people's, oh my God, I'm so excited. Because that's so cool. That's neat. And that's such a big part of the weekend. So satisfying to collect those.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of nuanced. Like it's happening the whole time.
Yes.
And yet it's in some ways also very subtle. Like you're sitting there playing your game and you're thinking not about the achievement card.
Do not, but like, oh, wait a minute.
I can get a sticker for that.
Yeah, exactly. So neat.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't know. I was really excited.
Oh my God. My God. It's like Christmas. I won't sleep for a week before FallCon.
I remember every year, isn't it?
Yes. I get ridiculously excited easily about things, but FallCon is like my favorite board game convention. So, and it's coming right up. So, okay, I like it more than Melcon, which is my own event. So that says,
okay,
yeah, probably it's like, yeah, it's just in a category of its own.
But honestly, when you come to FallCon, you make the event. So it's everyone who comes, and with the way that you share, with the way that each of us might look and see somebody wandering around and say, hey, do you want to play? This is what we're playing. Do you want to join us?
Yes.
It's all of that. It's just looking out for each other. It's, even as simple as, oh, let's move to the center of the table so you can have space to put your game down.
Yes.
It's all of those things, those really subtle things about being kind and human to each other.
And that happens so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's such a great environment.
Mm-hmm.
And FallCon is amazing. FallCon 30 is going to be the best yet again. So excited. So be sure, if you attend, be sure to come and say hi. I'll be there all 3 days. And that, again, is August the 22nd to the 24th. So just in a few sleeps at the TELUS Convention Center in Calgary. Cannot wait to see you there. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Amy, thank you so much for coming and sharing and prepping me for what I want to do at FallCon. So that's great.
Yes. Good that you have the app now.
Right. Yes. Just you learn every day. So thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.